grand rising and bright blessings to all of my petal patrons. Welcome to Moon Day. Welcome to the 17th of June, 2024. That makes today's universal numerological energy value a 3, but we may have to be on our best behavior to experience the frequency of 3 today because we have 12 transits. It's going to change the conversation for everyone for the entire week. It's going to be a little sketchy. And by that, I mean, people are going to be feeling off. You're going to feel like you're a little disconnected, potentially. Okay, it depends upon how deep in your workings you are connected to. But this week is asking you to be humble. Be in the energy of your humility this entire week. The weekend will clean some things up, but these 12 transits are changing the game because Neptune is doing its last degree of 29 degrees before we start doing some flippity floppities with some other signs. Plus, Mercury is getting involved. Plus, we have a moon sign change. Plus, we have a huge series of conjunctions that are taking place today that are going to change the narrative. And bring up the map and I'll explain all the reasons why. Okay, guys, 12 transits from midnight to 11 o'clock p.m. by the time we get to the West Coast energy. All of the major conversations that are taking place today, even though we have more potential for harmony with sextiles today, it's going to be shifting and changing. Let's talk about the main ones that are popping up here, okay? Early, 2:22 a.m., the moon, whilst it was still here in Libra, had a very interesting quincunx with what was going on here with Neptune and Pisces. And so the Neptune and Pisces energy is responsible for dreams, our intuition, our spirituality, and things of that nature. It's almost like Libra was going, okay, get ready, because if you haven't harmonized it by now, then you're getting ready to experience a shakeup. Before that, Mama Venus moved out of Gemini and into Cancer. And one of the energies that brings is the energy of fluff and buff. Yes, she's trying to soften a couple of different things, but sometimes the way that people use that energy, instead of it being soft and very, honest in its flattery, can be a little greasy. So just be mindful. Sometimes salespeople get a really bad rap. Having had been one in that industry for over 30 years, it can come across as disingenuous and very greasy. So just be mindful of that when you're communicating with someone. At 2:38 a.m., the moon officially moved into Scorpio, and that's enough energy in the day all on its own. And so we're talking about transformation. We're talking about death. We're also talking about rebirth, and that is the highlight of the energy that I want to give people today. If you've been working on something, today's going to be a good day to go to do something that you've left on the shelf for a little bit to marinate. Pull that bad boy off, because this is the energy that you need to be able to be in today, okay? Refreshing something else that's going on. Then we have the energy of Mercury, Chatty Cathy of the universe, moving into Cancerville. Now, when Mercury moves into Cancer, what it does is it also affects your intuition. It wants you to use your intuition. It wants you to be connected. But there are these evidential pieces that are showing up here which could challenge that a little bit. So again, another reason to pull older things off the shelf and start working with them, okay? And because we have Cancer that's sitting here in the 12th house, which is natural placement for where your spirituality, your intuition, your dreams, literally your dreams, but also your daydreams and your fantasies come from, today could just be a little harsher for people to navigate what's real from what's not real, potentially, okay? We have a conjunction that's obviously taking place then because Mercury and Venus get involved in the situation, impacting that. We have the Scorpio moon energy having this huge opposition here this morning. This will show up around lunchtime, and that's with this Mars in Taurus energy, which is automatically a defensive position, and then you get Scorpio involved. And just before that, she had another strong conversation with our money person over here within Jupiter. It's not a good money day. If you don't have to spend it, especially on bigger purchases, I would avoid that. Do all the research. It's almost like we have a Mercury retrograde, but we're not in Mercury retrograde. Then when we get towards the energy, because we will have a gap, the last one that we have, the gap that we have is at 13, so it ends at like 11:13 on the West Coast. And the last conversation is going to be a little bit of a harmony, a little bit, and that's going to be where we have a quincunx, which is going to take place between the Pluto and Aquarius energy and what's going on here with the Mercury in Cancer. So here's the deal. It's a watery, drippy kind of energy day, and where you need to appreciate yourself, where you've come, where you stand in your relationships, where you stand in your business. It's not the best day to take action on new things, because other people, even if you are completely tuned in, tapped in, turned on, other people could really be feeling a little bit, woozy today. And so you just have to be very mindful of that. You staying in your individuality is going to be the best deal. And then it will sort of balance itself out. Tomorrow we only have 3 transits. So today is going to be very heavy, but the same energy of potential confusion sort of carries over until we get to about Friday. So you have to be mindful that these are things that are going to shift every day. I'm going to just do the generals for each of the element signs. In general, if you happen to be a Taurus, a Virgo, or a Capricorn, trust that you are doing the right thing, but you're going to need to use your emotion more so than anything else today in order to support the work that you're doing. So put a little bit of your emotional thought process into what it is that you're doing, and you will find it a little easier for you to navigate today. If you happen to be an air sign, Geminis, Libras, and Aquariuses today, you are being told that you know that you need to continue to move forward with something, making strong partnerships and strong decisions. Just do it a little more slowly. Go low and slow today. You have open energy to sort of push forward with the narrative of what's going on, especially with Mercury coming in. So just go low and slow. If you happen to be a fire sign today, you're already going fast. You're going to have a lot of nuggets, and that's going to be my Aries, my Leo, and my Sagittarius is coming in here. You're going to want to go, and someone could very easily come in here and put the stop button in front of you, and you don't like that. So maintain your integrity when you receive a little bit of pushback. And for those of you guys that feel, well, maybe I should really listen to this person, but you don't have to let this person talk you out of what it is that you're doing. You just need to know the reasons why you want to continue to move forward in the way that you want to, okay? And if you happen to be a water sign today, hello, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, this is all about you, but the energy I want you guys to focus on, it literally is the coin, okay? You literally have to focus on your stability and be truthful with yourself about where things might not quite be 100% stable. The one sign that I know is, guess it's a really better position to really run through that is going to be our Pisces today. But it's going to be about resources. If you make certain decisions today and throughout the week, really, and I'll come back every single day, but as long as you're putting the work in for the actual respect of the manifestation of what it is that you are working towards, your job, your projects, and things of that nature, you'll have a little bit easier time being sucked into the flow of all this water energy and not doing anything about it. The mantra of the day, because it's going to show up, I am not oversharing. I'm keeping things to myself to maintain my integrity. I know that was long, and it's a lot. There will be a lot of third eye challenges for some people today. There will be some crown energy challenges for some people today. Do what you can do to ground into your heart space, to clear out the clutter and the noise, and ask your teams to come in to assist you with clarity. That's what I have for you guys. As always, may you receive everything it is that you need, everything that you want and desire, and may you continue to find the beauty in all things.